Thanks for clicking the link for the bonus footage about the song Be Not Far. This is taken from Psalm 22, which really is somewhat of a lament. I mean, it feels like a very broken, sort of despondent cry of the psalmist, sort of talking to God and saying, be not far from me. And so I wanted to try to do that. I wanted to try to capture some of that emotion that I think we all feel in times where we feel like we are out of strength or that we're particularly broken for whatever reason. And so I just kind of was messing around with this song. There are a couple of things. Let me tell you what I'm not digging. I don't like that my first verse and my second verse, lines 1 and 2 are so different. So I've got, I am poured out like water. So I've kind of built that little thing. And then line 1 of verse 2 is, I will tell of your name. So what I probably should do is work on making those rhythmically more similar and melodically more similar. So I probably need some shaping up. So I'm not real sure of the top 2 lines of both of those verses. But there are a couple of things that I really like about the song. One of them is in that verse, I do like the space after the line. So, I am poured out like water. I like all this room here. Broken are these bones. Because I think it gives you room for, yes, Lord, yes, Lord. You know, I like having room there for either piano fills or vocals or something. I think it's important when you're writing a worship song that you think about that you do leave some space and stuff. It's a little more boring in sort of an acoustic demo format, but I think it's beneficial to the whole team, to your congregation, if you sort of build in some space. One part I really love about the song is sort of the last 2 lines of each verse. It's almost like a little pre-chorus going to the 3 chord. My heart like wax is melted, my strength is dried up and gone. What I wanted to do there, I really like that, which to me has like a real kind of Pete Yorn feel. Don't know if you listen to much Pete Yorn, but every once in a while he songs, he's got these really cool like little folk excursions that almost sound just like old-timey country or something. And I really like that part in this song because it gives a little pace to the tune. So I'm doing a lot of droning stuff. Don't know if you can hear that note. That's running through a lot of stuff, and I do love to do drones. But this is just, to me, it's kind of a nice break, and it puts a little more movement in the song. So even though it's kind of a lament, I don't think there's anything wrong with it's still being cool creatively and kind of giving it just a little more groove, a little more bounce. So there's that. That's one of my favorite parts of that. And then the third thing about the song is this little bridge thing that I played at the end, which you can probably tell I'm just kind of ad-libbing. One thing that worship songwriters, I don't think we get the chance to do too much is to play with our songs. And so, for example, I love that. I love that riff. I love that. I don't know what we would sing over that. So just in the version that you watch, I was just singing, close, you are close to me, you know, just anything. And so if I were to do this congregationally, the band and the singers would just know that, all right, we're going to try some stuff. I mean, we're going to try and see if this works. And when you try it in front of a congregation, you can pretty quickly find out, okay, this is cool, this is easy to sing, this is not, this worked or this didn't. And so I don't do that very often, but I've kind of enjoyed in this song writing in a question mark, just sort of an ending bridge that we don't really know where it's going to go or what it's going to do, but it's going to be this time for us just to respond honestly before the Lord. And so that's a little different for me. That's a little bit of a songwriting departure. So I don't know. I don't know what that ending part would sound like. If you were to come at Bethel and we were to do the song, I can't guarantee you it would sound like that if we'd been doing it a few weeks. So some of that may change. But so just a couple of the things that I've enjoyed about this song is finding ways to put space after lines. Number 2, finding ways to put groove into kind of a down song, and then building in some question marks. And so those are 3 songwriting things that I don't do a lot, but I feel like I kind of got here, and I kind of was able to do something in my head that I thought, okay, this kind of helps this song be unique. And so I realize the melody stuff on the verses may need some tweaking, but I like it. I feel like there's some promise in the song, but I'm not totally sure. Like I said, not sold on it, and I wanted to share it with you. If you're a songwriter and you've got ideas or thoughts on some of these things that I mentioned, you can certainly comment here. This is where we talk more about songwriting, so you can get a little more specific if you wanted to. But I do thank you for watching these bonus clips, and I hope I'll see you back in a month.